Shell Lake is not some random town that I'm wandering into. I got a history here. Goes back to my childhood days. I just remember bits and pieces. This is the high school, and my mom told me that she went to high school here. Showed me her yearbook that was kept at my grandma's house. My mom, uncle, who was maybe a couple of years older, and later my aunt, I think 10 years younger. But it's now a art center. I saw this parking. I was thinking about parking back here. I figured there'd be people. Welcome campers. Concert and registration. Yeah. I think I remember it as a high school in the 80s. I think I was here when I was still a high school, but I kind of think I remember. But there's parts of this area that I'm familiar with, and I want to remind myself what it was like. This isn't just some random building that I'm walking upon like any other place. I actually have a memory of being here like 30 years ago, 40 years ago. So it's very fascinating to me. It's different now, of course, but like, what's going on in here? Why is the door propped open? Oh, there's like people inside a classroom of some kind. Okay, yeah, this would go down to that football field. They're still mowing it. But I recall walking back here. They have a trail. And there's trails all through the woods back here. I actually got lost in them, but that was like more recent, like 2007 or something, when I came to kind of visit my grandma when she was still alive. Oh yeah, this is familiar a little bit. It's just I got bits and pieces of a memory, and I want to think that there was a basketball hoop back here, but I could be wrong. Really trashy, but lights are on. This ain't the South, but they are letting it go. And they let weeds grow right along. Oh my God, there's lights, there's music sheets. Wow. At this art center, it looks like there's activity going on. Okay, and I don't recall these stairs being accessible for me. I don't know why. It seems like these would be the stairs. If there's no stairs further down here, then those are the stairs I took to get down. I guess students would take to get down from high school here to the field to play. Wow, this used to be a field. Those were stairs I have taken in the past. Wooden stairs. I kind of remember this trail. I kind of remember this area being just a mowed field. They were still mowing it up to maybe 2007, and now letting it grow out. There's a field through here, and then a lower level field down further. Okay, so yeah, these are the wooden stairs that I have taken. I don't recall them being so mossy covered. They were open stairs. I don't recall shade trees over them at all. I seem to recall them being open to the air, not so rotten, going down to a field, not to this overgrowth. And there's more railings too. Of course, the railings were up, but now they just like, this isn't even part of any trail. They put the trail next to it, alongside it. If people wanted to walk down here, this would be a bit of an adventure now. Whereas before it was just a field that the students, the high school students, would come down to. And it was a field, I'm sure, that has turned into a lot of overgrowth now. Incredible. They just let it go. I mean, this isn't a high school anymore, so why let it grow? So I assume my mom was down in that field. I was getting attacked by horseflies around my head and mosquitoes around my legs. I did get bit a few times. But certainly, my mom, as a student, is up and down these stairs, as well as my grandparents. And they're in pretty good shape. Sledding can be dangerous. Slide at your own risk. Shell Lake School Forest. Bet you goes, they still mow it. Oh. Yeah, them horseflies. I mean, geez, I had 50 horseflies following my car. So it should be no surprise that there's any around here. That there should be surprised that there's only one. This tree seems familiar, like it's been here a while. I think I entered the trail system through that little portal. But yeah, they are mowing. This is a little recreation area as part of the art center now. They kind of back in the 90s, they kind of fixed the stadium, the sitting area for this football field. On the Google Maps, it kind of looked like they're mowing it, but it doesn't quite seem like that. I remember this railing, this pipe railing, thinking how it looked like pipe, like water. Water is designed for water more than hand railing. Okay. Yeah, it's deeper in. Okay, they're not mowing. They have no reason to mow. But it is an open field that hasn't experienced any tree overgrowth. Yeah, there's the football pylons are still up. I actually came here for a game back when I was like 6. There's a deer, and my grandpa gave me a folding knife when we were standing right here watching the football game. I guess my mom didn't really want me to have the knife, but he told me to put it in my pocket, just kind of sneak it to me. That deer is letting me get a little closer than I expected. But yeah, this is the seating area. We were standing just kind of here because I don't know why we came to watch a football game. Maybe because they could hear it from their house or something. I expect this deer to move at some point. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, this used to be a mowed football field for a small high school team that they had. Gotta check for mosquitoes. It's quite interesting to see it as such an overgrowth like this. They no longer care for it. There probably was a speaker box on the top. I can't remember though. Just a place where the announcers would have to have a place to sit. Oh wow. They say this trail was made in 1937. See, I don't remember it as a kid. I never really took it. It's been that old though. much longer than I've been around. Yeah, even though I'm strengthening my knee, the pain still catches walking upstairs. It'll still catch. So I'm not 100% out of the clear with knee pain. But yeah, we would walk over here from my grandma's house every so often. Just a short walk. And they had a shortcut. They didn't leave out the front. We went through the back, through a trail. And that's the route that my mom and uncle would take as kids. Maybe stop to pick some black raspberries. I'm not supposed to be eating. Whew. Not at this hour. I only want to eat between 6 a.m. and 5 p.m. Yeah, once again, welcome campers. I didn't see the campsite. I have to go deeper in. They had a trail that went behind this property. This is the house. Kind of a trail, but nobody, it's overgrown now. It was a more distinct trail where I guess you'd walk through these people's property or definitely on the edge. It's always looked like this. 30, 40 years. 40 years. No new houses, no old houses down, no new houses built. Siding is different on this. This is the house. There used to be a tree here. No building difference. Oh, there used to be a garage back there. Kind of looks like it might be a rental house. I know every room in there. I know the basement. Used to be a bush. They took out the bush. Oh, they took off the roof for the deck. We could walk here to go to the beach. Walk across this property to go to granddad's, great grandma's house on the top floor. Everything was just so close together. Okay, so I remember the graveyard now. I looked it up actually, the cemetery. It's the north side. I think I want to go check it out maybe tomorrow. Go to Spooner tomorrow. This used to be more gravel parking. Yeah. Oh yeah, the beach. Okay. Okay. Yeah, the shelter's familiar. Well, the beach has always been this far over. But there used to be a parking lot. Now it's a band shell. They covered the parking lots and have people park closer to the road. The priority back in the old days is to have parking closer to the water. That priority has changed, and there's this trail here. It's not, I don't recall it. Camping over here. Yeah, for sure they're welcoming RV campers. There was some kind of an ice cream stand, and I can't, I think it was where this band shell was, but I could be wrong. My mom would remember it a lot better. Apparently she used to have a lot of the ice cream from the ice cream stand that used to be here. They don't sell that anymore. Now my great-grandparents had some kind of anniversary, I believe, at the community center. possibly here. I don't know why I feel like it was further down. They got a large crowd of people together to celebrate the length of their marriage. It was done. I think there was another building. I feel like there was another building. City of Shell Lake. And then maybe it was torn down for the art to make RV park a little more expansive, but they still pack them in like a trailer court. I don't think I would like to live like this. Might as well just live in a trailer court. My grandpa used to dumpster dive around Shell Lake and found things, took things home, like a fan or a lamp. I remember once go on his walks, I guess, around the city, and just pick up things that might appear to be of value. Which, I mean, there's not much. Living on the shoestring budget and enjoying the small rewards every so often. So 40 years ago, at age very early, 6 I think, probably 7, I watched the fireworks. Like if I was here yesterday, we stood kind of on the other side of the road and watched fireworks at the end of the street. I guess they didn't want to walk too far in for the fireworks that were shot over the lake. Maybe because the great-grandparents, they didn't want to have to travel too far. But yeah, there used to be a barber shop at this market. Now it's an extended market. And people do live on top still. I know exactly how it looks inside that upper story, one apartment, the only apartment for that building. I know exactly how it looks. Likely didn't get re-renovated completely to something completely different. This would be the living room facing the main street. Bedrooms in the back, 2 bedrooms, kitchen in the back. Barber shop below. So there are stairs set. Wait a second. There were stairs that went down to the barber shop. So what does this section look like? I guess I never really thought about it. It used to be a barber shop. They extend the grocery store. What does it look like for the grocery store? So this would be the barber shop. It's a beverage section. Chairs would be here. It'd have 2 chairs. Here's the stairs. I'm just gonna let myself in. This would be about where the stairs would be, I think. But yeah, there'd be a window out the front, 2 chairs, a waiting area over here. This wall separated the grocery store from the barber shop before. It was just one big building. Had a picture where this Leinenkugels was. They had a picture of the ship that my grandpa was on during World War II. The big, massive ships. You'd have to walk outside to go to the grocery store. But you know what? I could be mistaken. It doesn't seem like it. Well, no, I would go this. It doesn't feel like I walked that far, though. There was a bowling alley over here across the street. Maybe an arcade built in 1911. It was only like a 1 lane or 2 lane. Alright, the exhaust is definitely being pumped over this way because of the prevailing winds. There's just enough cars for there to be a smell. I don't like this spot, but I really don't have any other showings on the map on where to go. Next best spot would maybe be the cemetery. Yeah, I'm smelling that exhaust all the way down here. That's the frustrating part about cooking potatoes, is now I've tied myself down to this area for 30 minutes because that's like it's at least a minimum 25 minutes for cooking. Be averaging about 30 minutes cooking time. Depending on the temperature, it's actually cooler, so that may mean that it takes longer. I think the propane's up a little bit. All right, now I'm not smelling exhaust down here, but I mean that's the town's design. They don't want to put any other parks anywhere else but along the beach, because this is the center point of the town. I wonder if my dad and mom ever swam together in this beach. I've never actually saw them at a beach together. I mean, I don't recall, at least. It seems likely that my dad would have come to Shell Lake to swim. I just don't recall ever seeing him swim. I've swam with my mom. I don't know why I don't recall ever seeing my dad swim. Is this thing alive? Nope, it's just a shell. It molted out, so it's even bigger. I like to think that a strong body is a more tolerant body. A more physically strong body can tolerate more. As I pace back and forth here, waiting that half hour for my potatoes to finish cooking, I get weird thoughts. Yeah, so from the beach, my great-grandparents lived just where that van is pulling out of. Used to be his garage, where he had this old car parked, and he talked about possibly giving me this old car, and I don't know exactly what happened with it, what decision they came to with that car, but from what I understand, my cousin Matthew got it, but it was never, it was really never relayed to me what exactly happened. It was never exactly relayed to me. I don't exactly know, but I got some feedback that I was to get this like 1970s boat for free from my great grandpa, but they never followed through on it. I was living in the trailer court at the time. Maybe my mom didn't want me to have a car bigger than hers. I don't know. But yeah, they used to live here. They used to have a green yard There used to be a yard and a garage, and now it's just a parking lot. And this bar has always been here. My grandpa was caught stealing in this store. I forget exactly what they said he stole. I could follow in his footsteps, stealing something from this store. And I only heard about it. I don't know the details. Happened in the 80s. Stealing something from the store when he didn't even need to. He was, I think, suffering from his brain cancer issue and wasn't thinking straight. You can kind of see an indentation in the brick up there. That's where the window used to be. And then they boarded it up with the wood. This is quite a display. I've never seen so many plugins. Wii U and all their games at the library. What's all this? Hothead? So I sit in my car wondering, what would Grandpa and Grandma do? Because I'm right across. Oh, there's somebody out there. Salad hands. I've never seen this before. Ah, jeez. Whoops. All right. All right, this is Governor Tommy Thompson State Fish Hatchery, and you can walk around the outside of the fenced-in area. I saw this on the map, Veterans Park next to the State Fishery, and I want to park overnight at the grocery store, maybe bicycle into the library. But I think I'd like to, all fishing prohibited. I think I'd like to just stay right here all day, not move. The only movement is walking or bicycling. All right, in the corner, two of them. People have tried to fish in the fish hatchery, which, I mean, that's not an unusual thing to do. I've seen it set up in Missouri like that. Got further warnings. Other things I don't want you doing in the fish hatchery.